Welcome to the next opportunity to go through some nickels. Got some high-tech graphics here for you. We're going to sell some nickels. They're 100 different dates and mint marks combinations. So you can get the Philadelphia, the Denver, the San Francisco, just $20 per 100 coins. And we'll put some of them together here. So 100 different coins, it's $20 postpaid. And if you're interested, Hawaiian Quarters LLC at yahoo.com through eBay. And we will send you a 100 count lot of Jefferson nickels with all different dates and mint marks. So feel free to join us as we go through some bags and boxes here. And we'll see what we can put together. We have the bag that we were going through yesterday. We have some rolls of nickels that we start putting together. I'll dump these out right here. We can go through them. These are actual finds out of rolls of nickels. Recently, probably a couple weeks ago, at this point now, we'll just dump these guys out. Share with you, some pennies in this one. A couple of 8 cents there. These were out of the last box that I went through. These are the coins that I did save. And we'll go through them. Jefferson nickels are fun to collect because there's so many different dates starting in 1938 till current. And here's some examples of what I pulled out. Here's a 1999 Denver, almost uncirculated nickel. So put that over there. 97 Philadelphia. A 1981 Philadelphia. The Philadelphia mint mark had only been on the nickels during the war years. 42 through 45 until 1980 was the next time they put them on. So I'm going to actually slide this up. And so that'll be 1981, 1997. Make a stack here of the different dates so we can spread them out. So 97, 99. And we'll create a collection here. Here's another 99 Denver. Next up is 82 Denver. That's a really nice one. That's actually a real high-grade coin. So 81 and 82. And sometimes I'll lay out the priority mailboxes and then I can write the dates down on them so I'm able to spread them out. So here's 2010 Denver. Here's a 1988 Philadelphia. So there's the 90s and the 80s and the 70s and the 60s right here as we get them. 1962 Denver. So we'll move these out of the way. And so we have the 10s. The 2000s, the 90s, the 80s, the 70s will be here, then the 60s will be here. So we'll go with 62, the 82 is right there. Here's 1971, so there's an 81 and a 71. And 2013, so we have the zeros, the ones, the twos, and the threes as we set up our collection board here. We'll come up with 100 different coins here. Here's 2000. So 2000 will go right there with the zero. So 10 and 2000. 2005 Buffalo nickel. This is the one with the Buffalo design, the Lewis and Clark commemoratives. So 2005 and 2004 actually have multiple versions. Here's a real nice 1970, and it appears to be Denver. Nope. Yep, had to get it in the light there. So 1970 Denver. So now we have 10, 0. We'll have the 90, the 80, and then the 70. There's another 2005 D Buffalo nickel, very nice shape. The 2010. And I'll make stacks this way so that I'm able to go through and put sets together. Here's 1976 Philadelphia. So we have 05, 3, the 4s, the 5s, the 6s, 7s, 8s, and 9s. So the 1976 would be in our 70 row right about there. Here's 87, so 97 and 87. Here's 1992, so we have the 62, 72 is not there yet, 82, 92 would be for the 02 and 12. That's a pretty cruddy looking nickel, we're not going to use that. Here's the 1971 Philadelphia. Up next, 1986 Denver. So there's the 90s, the 80s, the 70s. We have the 76, now we have the 86. This is a way that you can just stack up your coins by date. 1961D, that's actually in pretty cruddy condition. You can see where it's really rim ding right there. There's really no collector value. So that will actually go into our, let's spend that again, put it back into circulation. Nobody wants that coin. 2004 P, the Philadelphia version of the Peace nickel, part of the Lewis and Clark collection. That's the reverse design. And there's the obverse design, the original obverse. So this is a 2004 nickel, real nice condition. That'll go right there, be part of the collection. This is the 2005 Buffalo nickel that we looked at before. This is the Philadelphia version, has the P mint mark. And there are varieties of the P mint mark Buffalo nickel, some call it, with like a double image on the logos, or Liberty. 1978 Philadelphia, so you have 76, missing 77, there's 78. 1980 Denver, so we have the 70, 80, 81. Starting to get a pretty good collection here together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 different dates already, plus additional mint marks, so there's actually more than that. So here's 1969, and I believe that's the Denver version. We'll have to get a closer look at that. Here's a 79 Denver, but it's damaged, so we're going to put that in the spend pile. 1988 P again, 87, 88. And here's another 97 Philadelphia. With the stacks of the coins, you have many to choose from, so I'll pick the best out of each stack. 1972 Philadelphia. Continue to expand our numbers and dates of coins. Another 04P. Here's the 2009 Denver. This is one of the scarcer coins in the set. This is the one, along with its brother or sister, the 2009 Philadelphia. Super low mintage due to the bad economy. Every 2009 nickel or dime I save. So this one will go over here into the 2009 D spot. That'll be part of any 100 count collection that I sell. We'll always have a 2009 Denver in it to make it definitely a value. Now I'm going to actually have to move this back a little bit because I'm starting to find some of the coins from the 40s. So these were actually pulled out of a box just recently. So here's 1940. So that'll go way up here because we have 60, 50, and then 40. I have another 1969. There's another 2009 Denver. Here's a real nice 1971 Denver and a real nice 72 Denver. So we continue to add to our collection here. 64 Denver, very highly produced coin, but this one's in really good condition for being found in a roll. So we had the 62, 63, 64, which lines up with the 04s. Slowly putting together 100 different dates here just out of circulation. And feel free to subscribe. And every time we do this, so we get you a notification that we're doing it. 61 Philadelphia, it's a better coin quality-wise and lower mintage. Here's a 2008 Philadelphia. 1993 Denver, so we had the 92, 93, 94, 95 would go right there. This coin is a 1957 Denver. So we have our sevens lined up here with the 97, 87, 77, 67, 57. And this is something fun and easy to do at home. Even if you don't want to collect the coins, it'd kill an afternoon, especially during COVID layoff. Chance to do something to be constructive or maybe actually get a hobby out of it. There's 1985 Philadelphia. So now we've got 86, 85. Starting to fill in nicely here. Another 82. That's the Denver. We're going to find an 82 Philadelphia to go in the sets. Always put the 82 Philadelphias and the 82 Denvers, then 83 Philadelphia and Denver. This is a real nice 83 Philadelphia coin for a circulation coin. See the front and the back. Lots of definition, lots of design left. So the 83 will go. There's the 93, the 83 right there. 97P again. We got lots of those, which is good. 89, so you have 69, 79, 89, 99, and 09. There's 98 Denver. There's an 84 Denver. So pretty much every date now is represented in the 80s. We'll have to come up with the brother and sister combinations. There's a 99 Philadelphia, so both 99s. Lots of 92 Philadelphias. Those are a scarcer date, harder to find, and definitely worth collecting. This one I'm going to hold on to. It's kind of beat up. Actually, I'm going to probably spend this one. It's that beat up. It's an 85 Philadelphia. They're harder to get, but that's because most of them got beat up. 88 Denver to go along with the 88 Philadelphia. So we got both the brother-sister pair there. There's another 2004 P. Sometimes people will break open collections and sets and put them in to circulation. And so as you're digging through rolls, you might come across a series of uncirculated coins from a certain year that you hadn't counted on. 19D, here's 1966. So we are adding, there's 64, 65, 66. Here's 1957 Denver again. The other one was in better condition. 1965. So we have 64, 65, 66, 1976D. So we continue to add to our overall collection. 13P again, we've got a couple of those. And this is all just from one box. So we're putting a collection together out of all the coins pulled out of a box. 52D. So 1952, there's a 62 and a 52. 1986 Denver again. Got a couple of those going. Here's a 2008 Denver. So we have the Denver and Philadelphia 08 now. 1956 Denver to go with the 57s there. This appears to be 1975 Denver to go along with the 76 that we already had. As we fill in the entire set here, 95 Philadelphia. So 04. I think I'm getting ahead of myself. The O is right there. There we go. And the 90 goes right there. Excellent. 2002 again. So we're getting some of the later dates. 1970. So we had the 10, 0, the 90 is missing, 80, and 70. Many times I'll actually write the dates or the years on here so it's easy to follow. 1960, 1963, I believe. Yep, 1963, so that goes there. So quite a few different dates here represented already. Another 1960, plenty to choose from. So for just $20, send through PayPal to Hawaiian Quarters LLC at yahoo.com to PayPal and say you're buying the 100 coin nickel set, 100 different date combinations, dates and mints. So 71, 72, 73, and you will get postpaid 100 different coins. And I will pick the best I can find. I'll get some of the older dates in there. For instance, I'll grab here now out of the older bag. So here's a 1949 San Francisco. So fantastic coin. That's a lower mintage coin. It's the first one out of the older bag. 1939. We have 1955 Denver. So the 56, 55. We have the next one is 1958 Denver. So you're getting a lot of the 50s in there now. 1949. This one's Denver. So you have the Denver and Philadelphia version. Next up is 1948 Philadelphia. 1982 again, another nice 1982. 1941 Philadelphia. 1955 Philadelphia. This is a key date. It's pretty well, they call it a stressed die. It wasn't a very sharp die when they made these coins. When they strike the coins, pretty well worn out, well overused. But that's an actual 1955 that I pulled out of circulation. And so that'll go with its partner right there. It's one of the tougher dates actually to find. Here's the 1939 again. One of the easier ones to find. It's a 55, but it's kind of damaged. 1975 again. 1940 again. A lot of duplication. 83. There's 92 Philadelphia. Again, a very good date. I always like to keep those. Go through here is a 52 Denver again. We already had one of those. 1991. And we'll keep digging through. There's an 82 Philadelphia. So that's a good coin. So each group will have at least 182 Philadelphia and Denver, 183 Philadelphia, Denver, and at least a 2009 D, and then some older coins mixed in as well. As we go through, there's another 1948. This one's a Denver, so there's the Philadelphia and Denver 48s in there. Here's another 48, another Philadelphia. This one has a demon mark. It's a 1953. So we add another date that we hadn't had before. Send to PayPal to Hawaiian Quarters LLC at yahoo.com, the payment. And we will send you postpaid 100 different Jefferson nickels, including, looks like a 48S. So the PD and S for 1948 are included. There's another 83, so you got the P and D there now. 1952 Philadelphia to go along with the Denver. And we're probably close to 100 different dates already. Here's a 09D, another one. So we got plenty to choose from there. Another 82. And a 68. Had a 69, there's a 68. That's a new date. Grab some more out of this one. We'll wrap this up here in a minute, but I just want to give you an idea of what you will get when you purchase the 100 coins for just $20 postpaid. Here's the Denver 61 to go along with the Philadelphia 61 we saw earlier. Another 76 Philadelphia, much better condition. Oops, goes over there. There's a real nice 08D. Another one. There's a 78D. We had the 78 Philadelphia earlier. Here's an 06D. So we have the 05s, 04s, 06. First year of the new design was 2006. And some people saved a lot of them. Then they put them all back into circulation because they needed them. Because of the bad economy, and then now they are a little bit collectible. Here's a 1946 and 1974. So we hadn't had a 74 yet. Lots of good dates represented here. Here's the 2005 Oceans reverse, part of the Lewis and Clark collection. So we've got the Buffalo, now we have the Ocean reverse. That will go here. It's got the new, the 1 year only design with the Jefferson on the front. Another 09D. Excellent. Here's a real nice 2003 Philadelphia. We don't have a 3 yet. Another 82. Be a lot of 82s. I save every one I find. 47. Hadn't had a 47 yet. 83. Another 83. Lots of 83s. Lots of 61s. We'll put those down here. Grab a few more. I'm going to do a quick count here of what we have out. 2007, 75 again, real nice coin. 92 Philadelphia, 76D. Oop, make sure I'm getting these right. There we go. A little bit of an angle here, it's hard to see. 96. There's a Canadian nickel. Sometimes you get those. The older ones have a nickel value. The actual metal is worth more than the coin itself. So if you find the old Canadian, I always suggest you set those aside as well. I think we're going to stop here. Let's do a quick count, see what we ended up with. So we have 2010. We have 2013 Philadelphia. 2019, that's 3 coins. An 09D. We'll get a better one there. You have the 08 Philadelphia and Denver. 07, 06D, 05 with the Ocean. 05 P and D with the Buffalo, 04P, 03P, 02D, 2000 Philadelphia. So this gives us 5, 10, 15 dates so far. You know, the 90s got one of each, the 99 P and D, 98 D, nice one, 97 Philadelphia. That's a nice one. 96, 95, 94 P, 93, 92 P. There's a good one there. 91 Philadelphia. So that puts us at 20 and 25. Let's do the 90s. Now the 80s. Got 89, 88 P and D, 87, 86D, 85 P, 84 D. So here we have 83 Philadelphia. There's a nice one. And Denver. We have 82 Denver, real nice one. And where's that Philadelphia one? There it is right there. 82P. And 81, we had a 81, I believe P and D. Let's double check here. Boy, my eyes are getting bad over the years. 81P, we're going to go with that. Then the 80D. So we had 25, we're up to 30, 35, 38 coins so far. Go to the 60s, 39, 40, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, and 48 through 1960. Then you had the 1958, 57, 56, and the 255s, 53, 52, D, and 52. That's a D, and that's a D. We're going to hold off on that. So that's 48, 49, 50 through the 50s, and 55. Then had some 40s. Had 2 there. We had 3 here. We had the Denver, had the San Francisco 48, and we had the regular 48. Then we had the 47, and the 46, the 41, and a 40, and a 39. So just out of circulation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 15. So there's 60 coins, 65 coins that we found just going through some rolls of nickels here. So once again, this is a general idea of what you'll end up with. We'll now go in and fill out the rest of it, another 35 coins to make a 100 coin lot, all for just $20. And you can do it through PayPal. And the way you do it is you send the payment and say you want the 100 nickel collection, Hawaiian Quarters LLC at yahoo.com. And we will send it postpaid to whatever address you have on PayPal. That way it can be tracked. It'll come in a nice package. The coins will be fun to look at. And it's a chance for you to start your collection for just $20 flat rate. Thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next time as we do some more coins. We'll actually try to go get some rolls today or this weekend that we can go through. And we'll do another video for you. So stay tuned as we continue to have all kinds of coin collecting fun here on Steve from Alaska channel.